Hi, and welcome to this demo on the Shape Builder. Shape Builder is a neat tool that can actually allow you to combine or cut shapes and create more complex shapes. So to the right, you can see this little eye icon. And what we're going to do with these shapes to the left is we're going to use our Shape Builder tool to create this complex shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in. It's going to be Control plus. I can use my space bar, click and drag to the right. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create one shape out of this circle and this rectangle. So if I click and drag over the whole thing, it's now selected. I can then click on the Shape Builder tool, which you can also see the keyboard shortcut is Shift+M. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And then you'll notice the options that I have now is when this gets grayed out, it means that I can click and draw a line over the shapes that I want to combine. So you can see a line just kind of is previewed across the two shapes. And now once I release the mouse, it all joins together. So that's the first thing. So adding two shapes together to create one. The second thing we can do is we can also subtract. So we have these two big circles that are overlapped. I'm going to use my Shape Builder tool by either clicking on it, or I can go Shift+M. And again, you can notice by the selection tool, there's a plus sign next to it. So if I click and drag across these, they'll all just turn into this figure 8 shape. But if I hold down the Alt key, you can notice that my mouse gets a little negative sign next to it. And so I can click and drag across and across the pieces that I don't want to create this eye shape. The last thing I need to do, if you look over to the left here, is create this little crescent shape. And so basically I'm going to make this circle cut through this other circle to create that moon shape. So I'm going to select both with my selection tool, Shift+M, or click on the Shape Builder tool. And to delete something, again, I'm going to hold Alt. So Shift+M, hold Alt. I'm going to click and drag, and draw a line across the parts I don't want. Whoa, I think my keyboard got stuck there. So now that I have all my shapes, the last thing I need to do is just arrange them. So luckily this is set up in such a way where all of these shapes are actually built to allow them to be all arranged perfectly. So I can just put that reflection on the eye, put the iris or the pupil into the eye shape. I can then align this eye with the vertical member, and then the last thing is to place this blue fill color behind. Something I like to do as well is when I'm nudging or when I'm dealing with perfect placement, I'll actually use my up, down, and left, right arrows on the keyboard to adjust it in a very slight way. And that's it. So you can see I created this same icon to the right by taking all of these shapes and using the Shapes Builder tool and the selection tool to arrange them. If I hold down Control and hit Z a bunch of times, you can actually see all the parts kind of coming undone. Back to the very beginning. All right, that's it.